Alright guys, we're going to do a little plowing today. We got this little field in the back here. It's probably about 3 acres. We're going to plant a cover crop because right now it is the beginning of June. So we're going to put that cover crop in, and also going to plant some field corn, some dent corn. We're going to plant barley, buckwheat, and some field peas. We're going to mix those all together. We're going to cover a little plot. We got an elderberry tree. See what all the creek is doing here. A bunch of frogs. There's one over there. He just went underwater. Creek is still running. We've been having consistent rain. So I think up by the house it's not too soggy. Down here, see, it's still pretty wet, really, near the creek here. But I'm thinking that spot up here should be good. So, first time with this plow. This plow has probably been sitting for who knows how long, 30 years. And I haven't done nothing to it really. I just bought it for a couple $100, maybe a year or two ago. So this will be the first time using it. I don't know if I have it adjusted properly or anything. Right now I've got my stabilizer pins in. I'm going to pull those out and we'll see how it tracks once I get to that spot over there. It seems to be swaying a little bit to the left. I know just the way the linkage is when you got to get this tire in that furrow, it's going to sway. But here I was able to get this pin in here. It's really a category 1, and my tractor's set up for category 2, but I can't get the sleeves on there because they're too long, the adapter sleeves. And this one here is a problem because I might have to grind away part of this axis stub a little further, trim it back a little bit so I can push my 3-point arm on all the way and then get a good pin in there. So for now I'm using just one of these split pins on there, counter key. I'm missing one of the coulters up front here. We do have some. I tried to put grease in them. They're kind of baggy. They do pivot properly. Everything's a little baggy on this thing. This one tilts good, spins good. None of them are seized up. Tried greasing, but no luck with that, so I just poured a bunch of oil in the bearings, lubricated everything up good. It's pretty rusty. The one thing that did take grease was the trips. Grease fitting in there on each one of these to trip the plow. We hit a big rock. So I'm going to get this down here. We're going to try it out, see if it works. I'm not sure if that's adjusted properly. We'll see once we start to plow with it. And I also can adjust this arm up and down with that right there. So we're going to get over to that point and we'll start plowing it. We'll make one furrow back towards the back and then one furrow this way, and we'll start plowing. We're in the spot I was looking to plow, and it is much wetter than I thought it would be. It's pretty wet. We've had a lot of rain. Got a couple inches of rain in the last week or two. Probably the last 2 weeks we got 2 to 3 inches of rain. It's a little crumbly. We'll see. If I had more time, there's another rainstorm coming in a couple hours. If I had more time, I would have come back here and bush hogged this grass off too. All this hay. I did mow it maybe a month ago. Just mowed the seed heads off. kind of wet. It is. It's probably too wet here. It's actually standing water right here. There is a spring that runs underneath this field. I think it's back here though. It runs into the creek. Comes off of that hill there. Let's go down here a little bit. Let's see. It's also right away for the electric line. Goes through here. It's a bit drier over here. I may just plow this area. Try a little test plot right here. We had really bad overgrown with blackberries when I first bought this property. This is all blackberries right in here, this area. And goldenrod, you can still see it's a goldenrod coming up. Let's see here. It's a bit drier over here. I think I might do this corner just to test plow. I'll do a few passes. Yep, seal's old. Bit drier. You get down in here though, it gets pretty wet past this hump. I think I'm gonna try right in here. Do about 50 to 100 feet. This here. Start up on in the corner up there. Where I got the tractor now, it's a little wet, so I'm not going to go past that hump. There's a hump right there. And I got some lines. When I mowed, I can follow these lines. Flipping over the grass, not real neatly. We'll see on the next pass how it works. Okay, we're up on the hill now. Probably quit right around here. Alright, I had to make a few adjustments to plow. I was riding a little high in the back. I had to drop the top length down a little bit, and it was plowing. It wasn't tracking straight back. It was kind of tracking to one side, so I had to move that lever right there to make it track a little bit straighter. So that was my first pass on that side over there with the wheel in the furrow. So I made a furrow on this side. It's not going to go. Second gear. Like that. Running right there. That control. This is going to be a little rough ride because that furrow my wheels riding in isn't very good. I came back. Made my second pass going this way. I didn't have the plow adjusted quite right. We'll see here. I can get a decent furrow out of it. This isn't real flat here either. It's kind of up and down. So as the front of the tractor goes up, the plow goes in deeper. We're going to just let it ride and see what happens here. Definitely pulling now. And turning grass over. I think I'm a little deep. I'm going to raise that up a little bit. My depth control just like a half an inch. It's a little deep, I think. probably not been turned over in forever. And they mainly grew this for hay. This was a tobacco farm at one time too. I think this is where they grew the tobacco. But we're gonna let this dry out for a few days. I'm gonna come back and till it, and then I'm gonna plant. I think it's really too wet for this plowing. I'm having a hard time getting the plow on the ground. It clogged up a few times and I had to back up. But it's definitely turning out with dirt. So I'm gonna keep on going. It's a little wetter than I'd like it to be. Alright, it's a little bit wet over here on this end, so I'm gonna stop right here. I got to the end of that last furrow here and the wheels started to slip, so we're just going to continue towards the road on that other side over there. This is just a little bit too wet over here. It's kind of surprising the top of this hill here is got more water than down. There's a little dip right here, so right here it started slumping. Pretty mucky. Bottom of a beer bottle. I'll get that out of there so I don't get that in my tire. Alright, not the prettiest plow job in the world, but I think it turned the dirt over pretty good. Sure, I've never used a plow before and never set one up. It seemed to work pretty good. I got it all leveled out and pulling straight. Just the grass is pretty tall. So, done with that for today. We got some other things to do. Going back to the house. Let that dry out good. Come back with the tiller. And my air conditioning just quit on me. That second to last pass on that end over there, it seemed like the compressor seized up and the belt was smoking. So it'll be a rough summer, no air conditioning here. But got it all turned over. It's probably 200 feet, 150 to 200 feet of plowing I did. Maybe 30-40 feet wide. We'll plant some corn and cover crop. It seems like the driest area. It's still actually a little mushy over here. I'm trying to think where that spring ran under here. I'll show you. I think it's right up here. See, there's two trees there, and it goes over to there, right about there somewhere. The water's pouring out over there into the creek, so it runs under this field. I know there's a dip over there. We'll go take a look at it. Yeah, I think it's right here, right about here. It starts to come under the, it passes right through here. Right here somewhere is where it comes out. Let's go take a look. Mow in here. There's a lot of rock back here. See right where this big rock is here, I think where it pours out under that rock. Yeah, you can see the water pouring out here from under this rock. Let's see if I can get moved. Last time I was back here. There's an area you can really see it flowing better. See how that water's flowing from underneath there? Deep inside there. So it's a little soggy right in here, near to the road there. That's it, a nice little spring there. It's washed down the creek. It must have been high back here. This log washed down here. I don't remember this rock being here either. I wonder if that washed. Must have been really flowing. I think all in here is kind of like low spots and sunken. Was a muskrat village, and it collapsed. There's muskrat holes all back here. So here's one. Right there's a muskrat hole, I believe. A rat hole. I think it's muskrats because rats don't like the water.